Hi soul family, welcome, a very warm welcome to my little corner in the internet. And tonight we are doing a live reading, and I'm just getting ready and waiting for more people to join. And so while we wait and I get the space ready for our reading, let me tell you a bit about what I'm already channeling. I'm catching on from the collective energies. So the collective right now is at a cusp, at a milestone in their journey, which is both very beautiful, very profound, but also hi Fiore, very profound but also very overwhelming, very challenging. Expansion often is very challenging for our minds, especially because we have been raised to live and die inside of boxes, right? From the moment we come to this physical plane, through the bodies of our mothers, we are put in little boxes, we are raised, we are sent to school in boxes, we are sent to cubicles to work in boxes. And when your soul is tired of it and it wants you to expand, it sends in the gift of awakening in your life. So your soul is tired of living in boxes. It's here to learn, to expand, to experience, to create and take creation forward. So it has a big job to do. It's not here to be in boxes. So you are given the gift of awakening. And that gift, what it does is it shows you the mask that you have been wearing and calling by your name, the persona or identity you have been pretending to be, and this mask has been put on your face to make you more acceptable to the society and the box that you were raised in. So it was suitable for the box that you were told to belong, and you were told to work hard and erode yourself to be accepted in. And the gift of awakening that comes only from universe. And nobody, no other person in this earth can give you that gift of awakening. They can share their experience, their wisdom, their knowledge with you, their tools and tips. But the gift of the awakening is a gift from your soul and the universe. And this is the realization that whatever mask you're wearing now is not your truth, and it is time to come back to your truth. Now, the collective that I am channeling and tapping into has had the awakening somewhere around 2019, 2020, okay, and you have gone through this series of realization of the lies that were fed to us, the ways that we were controlled or are still controlled, and our expressions is suppressed. So there has been a lot of realizations around that. Now we have come to a bigger realization that awakening is just the beginning of a journey, and that is, I think, the main message for the week today, for this week, for us to consider, to think about, to find and seek answers to, is that was the beginning of a journey, and where do we go next? So this collective that I'm tapping into is either aligning themselves to their truth. They're remembering and have remembered a lot about who they are, who they came here to be, and what their mission is in this lifetime. They have remembered a lot of it, and they are working to align themselves towards that mission. Or they have worked to some extent with the alignment, but they are realizing that this is again just a phase, just a milestone in a vast journey of our soul. And once we are aligned to the trajectory, to the journey that we have agreed upon before we came onto this plane, when we agree to that journey and we align ourselves back to it, to our soul contract, to our soul agreement, we then can ascend and expand in that trajectory. So the alignment gives us the resonance, the vibration to now exponentially grow towards our goals, to our soul's desires, and to how our soul want to expand. So that's where I am seeing the collective right now dealing with, pondering upon, seeking answers, and I think that's a beautiful place to be. It's a new journey, a new phase just beginning. So I'll get into the reading right now, and thank you everybody who are joining me live. And I would love, if you're new here, please leave your name and country from where you're joining, and if you're watching this later, then also you can leave me your name and country. I would love to know where you're joining from. So let's pull some cards and see what we have in store for this week. Yeah, Flora, I'm so glad you are here too. And oh, the deck is serving up cards. So again, like I generally do these readings, is I have two decks. I have one big golden shiny one to help spirit communicate to me what would be the major themes, what we need to work towards, and and then I use the smaller deck of the dark black cards to tell us what triggers might help us identify our milestones, identify our challenges and tests, and what to watch out for. So okay, the first three cards that we have here and what we are going to expect and see during this week is the King of Pentacles. Now the energy of masculinity, the divine masculine energy of structure, of planning, of authority, of being firm and strong in your beliefs, of being in control and reign of your structures, of your processes, and having faith and integrity in those processes is what coming up again and again in my readings and in my channeling. So again this week, as you are aligning yourself to your mission, to your soul's expression, to your happiness and your bliss, try to focus on methods, structures, routines, anything that's sort of logical and masculine in nature that will allow you to create a sustainable process that you can follow, you can go back to over and over again, and create a rhythm in your life that will feed you, that will take care of your needs, that will help you show up for yourself and your work, your mission, and also your loved ones. So King of Pentacles is also kind of the Aries, fiery Martian energies as well. So this is a lot of passion and drive, but also from a very calm and controlled position, so that you are driven for your work, you have enthusiasm, you have that zest and passion behind it, but you are not blinded by that passion. You have a very good control of that energy. So this is the energy we are stepping into now. We are coming to more of a control, of an understanding of how we manipulate, how we transmute our own energies and the energies that surrounds us in our environment, and how we create wealth out of it. And okay, so this is Pentacles and this is King of Pentacles. So wealth, and wealth is not always money. Wealth is also having friends, having peace, having time, having calmness in you, so that you can be creative. So look around you, how you are already creating wealth, and how you can have more processes to create the resources, to create the time space continuum you need to express yourself fully. So the next card that we also have is Knight of Cups. So this means that as we step up to this energy, and you know how universe responds to our energy, so we're stepping up to an energy where we know our worth, we know the worth of our work and what we put outside, and how we operate and help people, and how we function and process things. So we are stepping up to this vibration, so there would be some incoming communication, sudden message, could be an email or a chat or anything, sudden kind of communication, a news of a gift or a change or transformation that will reflect your new energy. So being open, being very open with who you are and what you are looking to create in your life and the life of everybody who is connecting to you. So Knight of Cups is all about receiving good news, but it's also about communicating what your message is, what your truth is, what you have to offer to the world. So like you are just stepping up to this new role of offering your wisdom and your communication and your truth and energy to the world. So the processes around how you nurture yourself and your voice and your truth and your medicine is what is highlighted in this coming week. I was sensing it, and the last card kind of repeats what I was thinking, and it is like when I said the Knight of Cups is a good it's a sign that you're going to receive an opportunity, a good news, but also it's telling you to speak up more, to put yourself out there. Being open, it doesn't mean that you are open to your blessings and expecting miracles and you sit inside a closed box and be open to receiving. Be open is also that you are open to giving. You're open to new encounters that can change the trajectory of your life. So being open to experiences and being open to experience yourself. Hear yourself speak. Look at yourself in the mirror. Think about what you like and you have learned in your life, because you are a unique individual. Your experience has not been shared with any other person on this planet with billions and billions of people. So let that sink in and really think what your experience has been and what cards you have been dealt with and what you can do with them now, how you can be more open to experiencing yourself. And there is hesitations around it, and that's what I was coming to in my next card, which is the Eight of Swords. So there is a lot of hesitation in Odu and opening up. And this card is about overthinking. And this card reminds us how we trap ourselves, how we limit ourselves, how we bind ourselves using our own thoughts. Things that doesn't even exist, we assume, we fear, and we bind ourselves. We keep ourselves small, we keep ourselves chained because we entertain these thoughts. And these thoughts will always be around you. They are in the collective. The collective, the general population is pumped with fear, with doubts, with a lot of anxiety on a daily basis through news, through different kind of media and discussion and stuff like that. This kind of feelings are provoked in us. So it can be challenging to come from a place like that and trust in your heart that this is a time to not fear persecution, to not fear what other people be thinking about you, to not fear if this will bring good changes in your life, it will benefit you or not, but to just to speak and watch, and just watch yourself, the kind of magic you bring to the planet. So before I go to the trigger cards, to the black cards, what I am really getting is being open and seeing your worth, receiving the good news. Sometimes you can receive a good news and not recognize it. You can pass through an opportunity and not recognize it because you don't see your worth. You do not see that you are worthy of receiving that opportunity, that you are ready to take on a bigger role or bigger project, and you don't see that because you are not opening up to your own potential, to your own messages, to the own beauty that you bring to the world. So as you step into the energy of a King of Pentacles, as you take a tighter control, a greater reign and influence on your material aspects, on how you show up in your life and how you deal with your worldly possession, how you receive and give, how you manage your money and your possessions, and how you create your relationship and maintain them, how you do your business. There's so many stuff. You are multidimensional. Your life is multidimensional. Have you seen lately what amazing value you bring to the world and how worthy you are? So if you haven't, it's high time you look into that. Hi. Thank you from California. That's beautiful. Hi, Flor. Thank you for answering that. Thank you. So if you're joining just now, welcome again to the reading. Let me know where you're joining for and what your name is, because sometimes you ask me a question and I'm trying to communicate with you, but I try to read the handle, which is almost never the person's name. It's not even my case. My name is Meghma and my handle is ego.alchemist. So I would love to know your name and where you're joining from if you're here on the live or watching it later. Thank you. So now what we are looking for, and wow, we have all major arcanas for the changes, the trigger points, the tipping points that you may call it, that we will come across and encounter this following week. The first card we have is the Star. It's one of my favorite stars, especially because it represents Aquarius, which is hi from Italy. Thank you so much for joining. So the star represents the Aquarius sign, which is my zodiac sign, and I love it. And it is the age that we are moving towards, of new ideas, of rethinking social structures, rethinking our connections and how we cooperate, how we coexist, innovating, being humanitarian, being community oriented. So how you are finding this process and how you are integrating that faith and your hope for a new earth. I know everybody who is joining here has heard about New Earth and hopes that that beautiful utopian society manifests on earth, where people are connected to themselves, to each other, and to the earth, and to the beauty of life. And so we want that. We are manifesting that. We are working towards that. So how can you incorporate those hopes, those dreams, those wants, those deep desires that the entire collective is sharing into your planning, into your processes, into your business, into how you show up, into how you go about your day, whatever it is, how small it is significant. So put your thoughts and direct your thoughts in this manner. Remember how we think, we feel, and we act, and then it manifests into our reality. The second card is the High Priestess. This is a reminder. This is a reminder how powerful you are. You are going through this phase right now because you had agreed to this with the universe. it was in your soul contract. But our ego in the linear timeline, when we don't have that higher perspective of how everything is playing out all together to bring things happen, we can lose the perspective and we can get caught up being overwhelmed by the task at the hand, overwhelmed by the amount of expansion and growth that is being asked of us right now. So this is a reminder to sit and connect with your power within, connect with your deities, connect with the energies that you work with, and keep up with your spiritual practices, to keep connecting with the energies of the universe and keeping up with your rituals, because that's where you draw your energy, your inspiration, your creativity from. So nurture that connection. So this week you will get the opportunity, you will get synchronicities, you will get reminders from the universe over and over again to remind you that you are loved and supported and guided and provided. But you also need to nurture that. You need to open up to all these things available to us. And that takes me to the last card of our reading today, and that is the Judgment card. It is a card of freedom. It is a card of liberation. It is a card of shifting to a new level, to a new reality. It is letting go of what was and creating absolutely what is you are here to create. So this week you will again get many opportunities guiding you to your path, to your soul alignment, to your higher ascension, to higher expressions of yourself. And here I want to remind something. When we talk about your highest versions, your higher self, your best versions and all that, do not get caught up in trying to compare your best version with another individual. Not everybody's best version is sustainable and compatible with every individual. This is again falling into the trap of putting ourselves into boxes, and let's not do that. Sit with yourself this week. Do yourself a favor. Take 10-20 minutes to yourself and really tap into what your higher self or your higher version, your next higher version, you don't have to think too big, too far into the future. What is your next higher version? And journal it out. Why you need, so somebody else may need $1 million because they have a certain idea of being a higher version, but maybe you need an extra 2 hours a day to make some creative projects because your soul wants to express through art, through music or dance. So what you need is 2 hours a day, or that's an example. So tap into what is your next higher self, higher version, the timeline that you are being guided to. And free yourself, please free yourself from the ridiculous expectations that we often put ourselves on this journey. And it is good to have dreams and it's good to have big goals, but when you are being called to be in this energy of structures, of planning, it is about the details. The devil is in the details. So get into the details, understand your why, understand your motivation and your reason to want this, to what the amount of work, your inner work you're putting into this, why you are doing this. Have crystal clear clarity, as much clarity as you can afford, and that will pay off. So that's the message for this week, and thank you so much for joining in and for this channel's message, for this live reading. It was really fun to do this with all of you. If you're still here, let me know your name and where you're from. And hello and everybody, thank you for being here. I'll summarize a bit about the messages for those who joined later, so that what we channeled here today. So this week we are stepping up into a divine masculine energy, and divine masculine energy is an archetype that everybody has. It relates to our ability to be logical, to be structured, to have plannings and strategy and implement them, to have routines and discipline in life. It is as important as our feminine aspects, which is creativity, which is flow, which is nurturing and mothering and giving birth to new things. We need the masculine to have structures, to maintain, to be sustainable, to have a solid ground, and we need the feminine to flow through life, to have fun, to do creative stuff, to be more curious, and to bring forth new things that doesn't exist yet. So both are very important. But this week, universe, spirit, your higher self is asking you to focus on your masculine energy and bring it forth to create processes and structures. And around what are we creating this processes and structures is how we are opening up to our wants and desires. So many of us get stuck into just wanting and desiring and asking, but we don't really understand what it means to be opening up to them. It is working on your self-worth, deciding that you are worthy of what you are asking for, deciding that you are worthy of what you need right now to show up as the person that you are working to become, to opening up to all the possibilities that this universe can bring to you so that they can manifest in your reality. If you have a very closed mind, if you have a very limited sense of how things can come together for you, work out for you, then you are just constricting the universe and in ways that it can show up in miracles for you. So open up to that. Open up to how wonderful you are, how unique your journey is, and how that uniqueness and individuality brings in a medicine for the collective, fits in a puzzle of a beautiful picture together. Let's forget about trying to fit into the boxes that society has built for us, but decide and choose to fit together like a beautiful puzzle. With every shape is unique, and every shape has their places, and every shape and their colors are important and significant for the entire picture. So start looking at yourself like that, like you are a very unique, significant piece of a bigger puzzle, and you need to nurture that and honor that signature within you, that blueprint within you, that expression within you. And again, these things, they sound amazing when we hear about them and talk about that, when it comes to our chance, our turn to work on those things, they can be very challenging as well. Especially we challenge ourselves, we become our biggest enemies, and we try to entertain thoughts, ideas that keep us stuck, that holds us back from freeing ourselves, from letting go of the older reality and rising up to a new existence. So be mindful of that. Keep your hopes high. Let the challenges come, let the obstacles come, but know that you are here and you are not alone. The universe, your higher self, spirit guides are here. The awoke collective is here to help you through. And we are doing this work together, and every bit you do helps us, helps me, helps everybody, and every bit anybody else does helps you and helps everybody. So we are coming in cohesion with each other. We are connecting our consciousness, our heart energy to heal each other and heal the planet. So keep that new earth feeling into your planning, in new earth vision, I must say, into your planning, into your structures that you will bring forth in this week, especially after 16th. So Taurus, which is a very grounded energy, is moving. Oh, I'm getting that wrong, and I'm sorry, but there is a very significant transit on 16th involving the energy of Taurus. Pardon my scatterbrain, but I think it will, that's the point where you will start grounding more of these plans and structures. And last but not the least, remember your power, remember your divinity, and receive. Be open, keep your eyes open, keep your heart open, keep your mind open to receive the synchronicities and the signs this week, because it will help you a lot to let go of what is no longer working, what is still holding you back, and to embrace and show up for what you need to do right now to step into the new reality finally. The eclipse seasons is over, retrogrades are getting over, we have learned many lessons, we have integrated many lessons, now it is time to apply them. So best of luck, have a great week. Join me again next Monday, same time, for another reading will do. Until then, take care. I'll keep popping up, sharing stuff, sharing my offers and programs as well. So if anything excites you, interests you, let me know either through the comments or DM, and I'll get in touch with you and we can talk further. So happy Ascension and take care. Bye bye, and thank you so much for joining here and supporting me. I love your presence and thank you again. Okay, bye. See you soon.